Hey, what's going on, everyone? Gillis TV back here for the first time in a while. Got busy, went out of the country for a week, got stranded where I was for an extra day. All is well, but finally back and had some time off, getting off of work early today. So I thought we'd do an update on all the injured players for the Edmonton Oilers. Of course, our two big names, Draisaitl and McDavid. Knoblauch commenting on that earlier today. We'll get into that. But first, if you're new to the channel, like anything Oilers related or any other team in the NHL, make sure to hit the subscribe button as we are on our way to 1,100 subscribers. As I get to the busier season for work, I'll try and post a lot more on the weekends than during the week, but I'll still try and post during the week as well. But if you guys don't mind hitting that subscribe button, that'd be greatly appreciated. Now let's get into this. Knoblauch did his presser today. We've seen it on Sportsnet and everything. Draisaitl and McDavid did have doctor's appointments today to get imaging done. Knoblauch commented McDavid and Draisaitl will not be playing tomorrow. As early as that, not tomorrow. McDavid is considered day-to-day to at least a week, depending on how the doctor's appointment went today. And Knoblauch was doing this, of course, before that. Draisaitl was at least the same for him in the timeline, almost emphasized by Knoblauch that it could be closer to a week away. This is huge news. I think, for going back to the McDavid injury, that's just one that I guess you can put on why did Morris even try to cross-check him there, do whatever, you can analyze it how it is, and it just blows because we have 13, 14 games left, and this team is in the thick of things, pushing for the first spot, or else trying to get home ice advantage in the playoffs, and of course LA and Vegas are right in the mix with the Oilers. So, huge blow to Connor McDavid. Leon Draisaitl, on the other hand, why was he playing the rest of that game? It was a 7-1 win. Why was he even playing when it was 3-0, 4-0? This is more of a head scratcher. I get it. 19 game point streak, 50 goals in front of the crowd. Wouldn't mind seeing it, but at the same time, the ultimate goal is to win that Stanley Cup. And who knows, this injury could have been at least severe than what it is now because they decided he could still play. Now, I'm not blaming TD Forrest, but that's almost on the coaching staff saying, hey, we're up 4-0, let's rest Leon Draisaitl. I think he skated at least 4 of the final 7 minutes in that game trying to get his 50th goal of the season. I get it. It's a milestone. Guys like hitting it. But your health comes first. Playoffs come first. And to ultimately win that Stanley Cup, can't have them all banged up. So it's a little bit of a head scratcher why Leon even kept going. Other than that, I'm going to leave that at that. Stuart Skinner, he is all cleared. Of course, we all, probably 90% of us, thought he was just trying to sell it for a power play. And I guess the guy that checks or calls people off said he had to come off. So, but Stuart Skinner is available for tomorrow's night's game against the Kraken. Other news, Trent Frederic, this is straight from Kris Knoblauch, is still considered a week to 2 weeks for him to finally make his Oilers debut. I'm excited to see what Trent Frederic can do. He can play wing, he can play center, so I think he's a good piece adding to the lineup. And then Evander Kane, of course, yesterday started skating. He skated again today. More than likely not returning for the season, but game 1 could be a possibility. Now, with him not playing an NHL game for almost a year at this point, they can send him to Bakersfield for a conditioning stint so he could get his legs under him. Some live action. I know it's not the NHL, but at least he could get up to somewhat game speed by the time the playoffs come around. So Evander Kane skating, he's doing morning practices with the Oilers, so that's another thing that we can look forward to once playoff time comes around. And a huge shout out to this team last night. Down 3-2, you lose your captain, you don't have your leading pretty much MVP of this season. in Leon Draisaitl, and they still found a way to bounce back, get an extra point, and secure that point to help with the playoff run. Other than that, that's all I pretty much have. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Gillis TV. Have a good one.